Hi Tarot fans, this is Lisa King in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am making this video for you to announce that I am going to start doing Zoom tarot card readings at the encouragement of my friends who have had plenty of readings from me in the past. And because it's a little hard to get together in person right now, I've decided to do these through the platform that we're all extremely familiar with right now, which is Zoom. And I'm going to do half-hour sessions for $25 and one-hour sessions for $50. And I'm going to use another platform we're all familiar with, which is PayPal. So I'm going to put some information below, but it'll be really simple. All you have to do is PayPal me for what sort of session you want, a half an hour or an hour, and we'll get together and we'll book a Zoom meeting and make an appointment for your reading. And I have several cards. I'm here in my sacred space, and I have several cards that you can choose from if you're not familiar with tarot. I have a lot of very traditional tarot decks. I have a lot of really fun tarot decks, like the New Wave Tarot, where you might find Susie Sue as the High Priestess. I also have Steve Kilby from the church, has a great deck, the Tarot of the Time Being. So I have that deck. I have a lot of oracle decks and medicine cards if you prefer to work with animal totems. I also have some archetype cards which are really interesting. Carl Jung, I'm a big fan of Carl Jung, and he was a big fan of tarot deck work with dreams and work with some of his patients through the archetypes of the tarot. So I have that, and also I have some more really old decks. Some really cool decks. One is a Marseille deck created by the filmmaker Alejandro Jodorowsky. If you guys know Hodo's Dune, you probably know Hodo. I have his deck. I have your traditional standard Rider-Waite deck. I also have a deck I like to use a lot by the Thoth deck, the Aleister Crowley's deck. And I also have some really interesting European decks, the Robin Wood deck and the Wildwood Tarot deck, if you're more interested in Celtic or European style readings. So I'm going to make another video that's going to actually go through all these different decks, and we can talk about which deck might be right for you. A little bit about me. I've been reading tarot for 25 years. And a lot of people think of tarot as some way of divining the future or looking into the future, reading the future, but actually I look at tarot a little bit differently. The archetypes of the major arcana, the court cards, and the small cards are all like situations and people that we encounter every day in our lives. And I like to look at tarot as a way to see the big picture. Sometimes to think out of the box. If you are encountering a recurring problem, a situation in your family, or a situation with your finances, job situations, just about anything that can come up in your life, tarot can sometimes make you look at those situations in a new and unique way. So that tends to be more of the strategy that I go for when reading cards. But everybody's first session will be a very standard 3-card present, past, and future reading. Learned a little bit about you, you'll learn a little bit about me, and we'll talk together in a dialogue about what you expect to get out of these readings and the way I tend to read cards. So we'll learn a little bit about each other. So I hope you'll join me on this journey, and you can find all of the links below. To my social media, to the benttwigtarotdeck.com, which is my own deck that I'm painting. I'm halfway through. There'll be information there on my tarot card readings. But I hope that you'll join me on Zoom, and we can get together and spend some virtual time together. And also look for my second video, because I'm going to walk you through all of these different cards that I have available and all the different tools of divination, like runes and crystal balls, and even just black and white yes/no stones that you can ask a simple question and get a very simple answer. So I hope you'll join me, and look forward to talking to you, and look for the second video coming where I go through all these different wonderful tarot decks with you. Bye for now.